root access to your phone, you can now do a forensic acquisition. Now, it would be nice to get a perfect copy of all the data on the phone, but I couldn't find any tool or technique that would really do that. So what I settled for is a logical acquisition, which is what I've had to do for Macs I've examined in the past and so on. So what you do is just to put some evidence on your phone, we're going to send an SMS to your phone. Now, the emulators support an imitation SMS. They're not connected to the real phone network, receiving real SMS messages, but you can do this. If you go on the phone, there's a file called auth token. And when you go there, you'll find this long random string of letters. It's like an API token. In the emulator, there's an authorization token to receive simulated telephone traffic. And therefore, if you go on your local host and connect with Netcat, to that port with the auth token, you can now send a fake SMS message, and it will be processed on the phone as an SMS message. You can do it from both Windows and Linux and the Mac. So now you're creating evidence on the phone, something to find later. And you can also make a phone call. GSM call the number. It will now ring the phone on the phone. I don't know how to connect a voice and put real voice traffic in it, but you can at least make a phone call. So after you've done that to create some evidence, you go to a super user shell, a root shell, and now you just collect the data. And this is a very sleazy procedure. I could not figure out how to make the network acquisition work, so I'm doing something that is fairly unprofessional, although it's not bad. You're going to copy the whole /data folder. See, the /data folder includes every app and every app's data. It does not include the Android operating system itself. But normally, you don't care about the operating system itself very much. What you want is the user data, the emails, the phones, the SMS messages, and so on. So this is going to copy it, but it's actually going to put it on the phone, which, like I say, is pretty unprofessional, but this is the procedure that works. A more professional procedure is to send it over the network to a storage device so you don't alter the data on the phone so much. But I couldn't make that work. So I settled for this somewhat sleazy procedure. So this is going to just take all the data in the /data folder, which is every app, and put it in the SD card folder, which is not a physical SD card, it's emulated. And then it's going to use tar to just make a single file, including all that, ending in a tar.gz. So it is a compressed archive, including all the data. So that will take a few minutes to run, and see all these file names go by. And then you can just use ADB pull to pull that file off the phone. ADB can pull any file off the phone. So now you get a copy of this Android image.tar.gz, which has all the apps and all the app data. And that's it. Then you unzip this thing, and now you can analyze it with Autopsy. You open up Autopsy, you connect to your unzipped thing, and there is a box called Android Analyzer, ALEAP. There's a special analyzing module just for Android. So you run that, and in there you will find your phone here, and in there you will find the SMS and the telephone call you made will be there. So, yeah.
So if your phone supports SD card, external SD card, can you copy over it?
Yeah, and that's one way to get data off the phone, of course. You put it on the SD card, then you physically move the SD card. That's right, for a real physical phone. So anyway, that's one way to acquire data from the phone. And I'm going to stop this one.